You'll have to forgive me. My face is red from being out in the sun all day. What is America? The United States is an idea, a nation of people. A nation of law and order. A land where the guiding principle is that all men are created equal, and that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, and among these rights are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. But that's not the America we live in right now. And we haven't for probably close to 30 years. We're a land of contention, of anger, of hatred. One side always seeming to say that they're right and the other wrong. When in reality, they're both wrong. And when you try to talk to them or explain things, discuss things in a civil manner of your own point of view, you are shouted down. You're called a fool, a traitor. You're a joke. The reason the country's falling apart. The fool will often speak the loudest, while the wise speak the softest. But anymore, the fool is given more attention than the wise man. I could care less if you're Republican, if you're Democrat, Independent, Socialist, Libertarian, whatever you call yourself. If you live under that banner, you're American. But we have such a deep-seated hatred anymore. And rather than coming up with solutions and actually trying to fix problems, we would rather play the blame game. We listen to podcasters. We listen to people because they're on TV and radio. We don't actually know what's going on because we conform ourselves to these echo chambers. If you truly are an American, a child of the constitutional republic and its democratic values in which it upholds, you would stand by and realize this. We need to have the buck stop here. We need to actually unite as Americans, free and proud. We need to stop twisting the Constitution to our own wills and enforce it as is. We need to stop butchering our laws to conform to our own ideologies and enforce them as is. But many Americans won't. They would rather bury their heads in the sand and ignore these problems. Or they've become so blinded by drinking the Kool-Aid that they fail to see they are killing the very nation they live in. But there are those of us who are young and who realize the screw-ups that are happening and have been happening. And it's up to my generation and the generation after me to fix the problems that you've caused. And again, I don't care what party you're a part of. If you live under the American flag, I'll fight for you. Just as my ancestors did when they fought in the Revolution. Just as my third great-grandfather fighting for the North, who was killed in Virginia freeing those enslaved. As my great-grandfather who crossed the Rhine into Germany to stuff out the Nazis. As my father and uncle did in Vietnam, and as I did under the Marine Corps. I'll fight for you, whether you want me to or not. So all I have to say is, are you going to continue to sit? Or are you going to take action and actually follow and uphold the Constitution that you actually hold so dear? Or are you going to listen to people who tell you to believe what they say because it's mob mentality? Are you going to put your blinders on to everything around you just because you don't like how it sounds or makes you feel? Suck it up. This is the United States of America, a mixing pot. And it will continue to be so long after you're dead. And I think everyone can agree with that.